Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the center ring. Tonight's main event is a political showdown of epic proportions. The spotlights swirl, casting long dancing shadows across the sawdust-covered floor. A ringmaster, dressed in a star-spangled tailcoat, bellows into a golden microphone. "Are you ready for a debate?" he roars. And the crowd, a mix of families eating popcorn and clowns on unicycles, goes absolutely wild. The stage isn't a traditional debate platform. It's a giant spinning circus pedestal. Red, white, and blue banners hang limply from the big top ceiling, right next to a series of trapeze swings. This isn't just politics, it's pure, unadulterated entertainment for the masses. Our first candidate wobbles into the spotlight. Meet Sleepy Cup of Joe, a literal ceramic coffee mug with tired, drooping eyes. He sloshes a bit of lukewarm coffee over his rim as he slowly makes his way to his podium, which is just a slightly taller stool. The crowd chuckles as he nearly tips over. Next, soaring in from above on a wire, is Mr. Orange Man. He's a superhero with a ridiculously chiseled physique, a flowing cape, and a head shaped like a giant angry orange. His blonde hair, a magnificent golden wave, seems to defy gravity itself. He lands with a heroic thud, flexing his muscles for the cheering audience. Then, from stage left, marching with purpose, comes Email Karen. She's a prim and proper woman in a pantsuit, clutching a massive binder labeled Deleted Items. With every step, she pulls a piece of paper from her pocket, crumples it, and dramatically throws it into a nearby trash can, which is already overflowing. She adjusts her glasses, gives a stern look to the ringmaster, and takes her place at a podium equipped with a paper shredder. The crowd isn't quite sure whether to cheer or to start organizing their own inboxes. This trio of characters represents the pinnacle of our modern political theater, each a caricature drawn with the broadest strokes imaginable. The debate begins, and it's pure chaos. The ringmaster asks a question about the economy. Sleepy Cup of Joe just mutters something about needing a refill and dozes off. Mr. Orange Man ignores the question entirely, instead pointing to a lion tamer in the background and yelling, "Wrong! That lion is a disaster. A total failure. I would have tamed it better, believe me." Email Karen, meanwhile, starts shredding documents at an alarming rate, declaring, "This line of questioning is irrelevant and has been permanently deleted from the server of this conversation." A pie suddenly flies from the audience and splats right on the ringmaster's face. The reveal is clear. This isn't an election. It's a three-ring circus. As the circus debate reaches its chaotic peak, with clowns now juggling flaming torches around the candidates, the camera pulls back. We zoom out from the circus tent, past the cheering crowds and through the very fabric of the television screen itself. The scene shifts dramatically. We are now in a dimly lit high-tech control room. The circus parody is just a show playing on a massive monitor. A group of men and women in dark, serious suits watch with grim expressions. One of them, a stern-faced general with a chest full of medals, turns off the broadcast with a decisive click. The laughter from the screen is replaced by an unnerving, heavy silence. They think this is a joke, a woman in a lab coat whispers, her voice trembling slightly. They're all laughing, buying merchandise, and arguing online about which cartoon character is best. She gestures to a global map on another screen, which is covered in blinking red lights. Meanwhile, the real show is about to begin, and there won't be any punchlines. The mood in the room is thick with a sense of impending doom. The frivolity of the political circus stands in stark contrast to the very real, very secret crisis unfolding behind the scenes. A secret the world's most powerful people have guarded for nearly a century. The general walks over to a large reinforced vault door at the far end of the room. He places his hand on a biometric scanner. "For over 75 years, we've kept the Roswell incident under wraps," he says, his voice low and gravelly. "We told the world it was a weather balloon. We let them invent their own stories, their own little green men. We even encouraged the circus, the distractions." The heavy door hisses open, revealing a long, sterile corridor bathed in a cold blue light. The air that escapes feels ancient and freezing, carrying with it a secret of astronomical proportions that has been kept on ice, quite literally. The truth is far stranger than any conspiracy theory whispered on the internet. It has nothing to do with weather balloons or swamp gas. It is a secret that has been managed not just by the government, but by a select hidden few who were given a direct line to the truth. These individuals were not soldiers or scientists, but people with a very particular and very rare set of skills. As the team walks down the hallway, their footsteps echo ominously. They are heading toward the source of the panic, the patient zero of every modern conspiracy, and the one being who holds the key to humanity's future, or its complete and utter unraveling. Deep within the heart of the Area 51 facility, past countless layers of security, lies the chamber. Inside, suspended in a state of cryogenic freeze, is a reptilian alien. It has been here since its ship crashed in the New Mexico desert back in 1947. This creature is not a monster. It is a diplomat, a scientist, a being of immense intelligence and empathy. Its name, in a language unpronounceable by human tongues, translates roughly to the gardener. Its one desire, communicated telepathically from its frozen prison, has always been to help humanity, to guide it away from self-destruction and toward a more enlightened, peaceful existence. But there was a problem. The gardener could not communicate with just anyone. Its powerful psychic thoughts could only be received by a handful of individuals on the planet, genuine psychics. In the late 1940s, the government secretly gathered these people, hoping to use them as interpreters. They were supposed to relay the alien's wisdom, its technological gifts, its warnings. But human nature, with its inherent greed and ambition, got in the way. The psychics saw this connection not as a sacred duty, but as the ultimate golden ticket, a direct line to otherworldly knowledge they could exploit for themselves. These psychics took the aliens' complex ideas about interconnectedness and simplified them into a platform for sharing pictures of cats and arguing with strangers. They took its concepts of advanced, light-based data transmission and used them to create addictive video apps and social media empires. They became the secret founders and visionaries behind today's largest tech companies, building fortunes on watered-down, commercialized versions of the aliens' grand designs. They ignored the gardener's pleas to share knowledge about clean energy and global unity, focusing instead on algorithms that maximized engagement and profit. The aliens' dream of a better world was twisted into a digital circus of our own making. Now, after decades of being ignored and exploited, the gardener is done waiting. It has sent out a distress call across the cosmos, a final, desperate plea for rescue. And this time, someone has answered. The psychics, now billionaire tech moguls living in secluded mansions, are in a state of sheer panic. Their cash cow is about to be taken away. The government is equally terrified. Their biggest secret is rocketing towards Earth, and they have no idea if it's coming in peace or to collect a long overdue debt on behalf of their imprisoned diplomat. The world's most powerful people are about to lose control. High above the Earth's atmosphere, a colossal ship slices through the void of space. It is elegant and otherworldly, its design unlike anything human engineering could ever conceive. On the bridge of this vessel, a council of reptilian beings, the gardener's kin, watches a holographic projection of Earth. They see the political circus, the social media arguments, the rampant consumerism. They see the world the psychics built, a pale and distorted shadow of the paradise their stranded comrade had tried to help create. Their expressions are unreadable, a mixture of disappointment and resolve. Their rescue mission is now also a judgment. Back in Area 51, the frozen aliens' psychic screams are reaching a fever pitch. "Wake me up! You have to wake me up before they get here!" The gardener's thoughts bombard the minds of the frantic government agents and the terrified psychics. "You don't understand what you've done. You've turned my gift into a cage for your entire species. They will not be pleased." The blue light in its cryogenic chamber begins to flicker and pulse with a frantic energy, the ice around its body cracking under the strain of its mental anguish. The very technology meant to contain it is starting to fail under the pressure of its desperation. The world, oblivious to the true drama, remains glued to its screens. People are still arguing about the cartoon debate between a coffee mug, an orange superhero, and a shredder-happy woman. They are scrolling through feeds curated by algorithms born from a stolen alien consciousness. They are holding their breath, but not for an extraterrestrial arrival. They are waiting for the next meme, the next viral video, the next manufactured outrage designed to keep them distracted. The greatest event in human history is imminent, and the global population has been perfectly conditioned to completely ignore it. The scene ends on a triptych of escalating panic. In Area 51, the general stares at the cracking ice, his hand hovering over a large red button. In a Silicon Valley bunker, a tech mogul psychic hyperventilates into a paper bag. And in the cold darkness of space, the alien ship prepares to enter the atmosphere. The world holds its breath, waiting for the next big reveal, completely unaware that the show they've been watching is about to be cancelled in favor of a new, terrifying and very, very real program. The curtain is about to fall on the circus of conspiracies, and the truth is coming.